Katsanyani, the president of South African Schools Athletics. This is actually a national event for cross-country where we have all 9 provinces and we have all athletes from primary school up to high school. The age group here is from 10 years up to 19 years. And we also have the LSEN school, that is the schools from the so-called LSEN, meaning that they have their own categories. The section that we have is the MMH and also the deaf and dumb as well. So those are the groups we have for now.
What is the cross-country?
It's actually, hence we have these different age groups from the age of 10 up to 19. Now cross-country, it's sort of a team sport, unlike track and field where you have individual.
Okay.
And then in cross-country, we say a team, it's when you have 4 that have entered, even if they are not coming following one another, but the first 4 from the same province crossing the finishing line, it's a team that has won. And then out of that 4, the individual who has won can be from any other province. But if he has come to the finishing point first, then we say that one is an individual medal because the other teammate did not come through and make that team of 4.
The difference between the cross-country and the normal athletics that is happening at school.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit different. I see the setup is a little bit different than the normal athletics that is happening at school.
I think even the tracks are not the same.
Okay.
If you look at the one that it's, people usually say it's a normal athletics.
Yes.
It's what we call a track, where they run around the field, the sport, the football field or rugby field, where there is a track that has 8 lanes.
Okay.
Now in cross country we have a track that goes uphill and around whatever bush, and crossing even the lanes where you find there is a stream that is going through. And that one we call it a cross country, and they run as a group. But as the race continue, that is where now they start to place themselves to make sure that we as the 4 from the same province, we come out first, and then at the winning point they will all get medals, but we count them as 1. Even if they get 4 medals.
It's quite a big event, and I've been told it's all 9 provinces are here, and it's a multiracial thing. You mixed everything, and you mix the challenged, the school for the challenged, and the school for the so-called normal mainstream. Yes. And the question is, schools that are participating, how do they participate on this special event?
I would say because of the nature of athletics, out of the 27,000 schools in the country, we're covering almost 26,500 of the schools in the country, because it doesn't need any special field for one to practice. We start from the farm schools, the rural schools, even the township schools, they run. If you can check the majority across country, you find that it's children from the previously disadvantaged. The other race groups are here, but because of its nature, then it's dominated predominantly the farm and the rural schools. The township, they also fit in, but I think that farm and the rural schools are doing far much better than the rest.
Because they've got the terrain.
Because they have all rivers to cross, the roads to run. Yeah. To them, they chase whatever is there in the farm or rural to catch.
Yeah,
So that is the nature of cross country.
And tell me the nightmare of organizing a national event, making sure the kids are safe, making sure they are transported in time, they arrive here. What's the nightmare about this?
You know, one must say, school sports we are still fortunate up to this far, because you have educators who are so committed. They are not getting paid by anybody. They are doing it voluntarily. They even compromise their family's time to organize for these athletes. And it's a nightmare really to organize a national event. Remember, we all come from different provinces because there's no province called national. And we always ask the hosting province to ask those educators. And when we start to talk about that one, my heart bleeds because I really feel for them. They even use their personal money that they should be spending for their families. But because of the love of sport and the love of kids, they are now organizing it. And it takes months. If you check cross country, we started organizing cross country from April up until now. And how many meetings they have attended. Even nationally, how many meetings we attended here. It's a lot of meetings and it's costly. But thanks to the Department of Education in the provinces, because it's only Department of Education that is funding transport and accommodation of these athletes of some of the provinces. And we were advised that there is a department responsible for this, but now they said they only responsible or they only going to cater for the high schools, track and field. The primaries and the cross country, they are not interested. But that still remains a question. How can that be? Because we were told school sports falls under that department.
Yeah.
Now, how do you separate these other two from the other one? Because it's one thing, we call it athletics, and now it's only that it's primaries, high schools, and cross country. And we as school sport, we mainly concentrate on development because we are the feeder to Athletics South Africa. And I think government should be investing more on school sports, irrespective of primary school, high schools, or cross country, so that Athletics South Africa can produce the best because the foundation is well taken care of.
I can say, Chairperson, President, the event looks more organized and it's well attended, and it's a beautiful event, especially to see the kids participating, and especially with this scourge of drugs in our community. And as you said, the schools are already closed now, and some children would have been on holiday, but they choose to be here. And same applies to the teachers. I think you're doing a very good job. So we appreciate what you're doing, and thank you very much.
And you know, last thing, if I may say,
yes.
You know, if you look at all these children, some of them, it's for the very first time they have seen the sea.
Yes.
And some may be the last. That is not, you know, that is educationally to them. And even look at the numbers. For this cross country, we have 1,800 athletes here. Wow. That shows the strength of this organization. And I hope parents, because it's through them that we're managing to have this. Little from our so-called mother body government department. So if they can continue supporting these athletes, I'm telling you, South Africa is going far.
I'm from Eastern Cape, Mount Frere, Alfred Nzo West. Then currently I'm the chairperson of the Eastern Cape Schools Athletics.
Kulua, today you are hosting this cross-country
yes.
event. And the difficult part in the is organizing the event of this magnitude. It's quite a big event, and you're hosting 9 provinces, which is 8 provinces. You're hosting them, and how difficult it is to organize such a big event.
Look, it will never be an easy one at any time.
Yes.
But when we are given an opportunity to host, we have to work very hard. Organizing everything from every corner to ensure that the province as Eastern Cape hosts a successful cross-country for South Africa. Remember, the only preparations we're doing them for South Africa as Eastern Cape. So for us, it was just a privilege. Also by university, also by hosting us as well, because because we were hosted by WSU, they offered themselves to host Eastern Cape and also to host South Africa. So ubunzima was to get the logistics in order. But in terms of facility, even this one, we were offered it by WSU free of charge to say, go and use our facility, we are ready. So everything that we've done here, it was because of the hard work abantu bethu across the province, the local organizing committee around BCM, Nati from across the Eastern Cape. Remember, this structure the Eastern Cape is made up of all the districts. So 12, 11 plus BCM.
Kulua, I saw a couple of athletes Zalapa locally around BCM. They were very happy with the results, and when it comes to performance as Ipondo.
The last time I checked, in the first 6 events, we were having 3 gold medals in the first 6 events. Then I left to attend some meetings on the other side of it. I'm only coming back now. I still have to be updated, but we had at that time 3 gold, because what counts the most here is the number of gold plus silver and bronze. But the priority is the gold medals. So there's no target of saying 5, at least gold. It's not easy to compete against them, but we said let's give them a run. Let's give them a run and let's compete, let's give it all. So I think maybe as long as the man so up, I will be updated.
And Mkulua, I've saw a lot of Ilandiga. I think it's the first time Bafman is mixed as mixed event, because I saw all races as participated to Indo. And tell me about the issue of security for Abandwana, and make sure the accommodation, and make sure, and the issue of Ilandiga in Ukuchawabo.
Okay. Firstly, in Eastern Cape as East London, in terms of venues and accommodation, zonke provinces, they were all accommodated in Buffalo City, whether it's King Williamstown or East London, including Eastern Cape team. Technical officials, they are all accommodated here, and everybody is happy about that. Then in terms of safety, see, taking up at the police station, a local police station, extending was 6 o'clock, the police officers, they were all here looking for everything. And again, we've got the security from the campus. They offer their services as well. If you can go around this campus, you'll find that there are securities across this place. So meaning that we are all safe, Abandon are safe, all the provincial representatives that are here are safe, everybody. Then in terms of food that people are buying here is the food that is coming from the hotels that they are sleeping in, and then the shops. So environment because the department can't use a service provider accredited, registered, observed. So far, we've done very well in all those fields as Eastern Cape.
For Berlin, a small town like Berlin and the area Lena, economical impact
I think maybe economically ukuqala kule ndawo iPostdam ukuye Berlin, ukuye Qong, ukuye Monti. I think there are more than 1,000 athletes alone that are here. There are parents kwezi ndawo ke zezinye ii-parents zihamba nabantwana bazo. So they are sleeping all around, they are spending their money in all the things. And remember ke kwabantu abasobo Limpopo, Northern Cape, Northwest, bafike bothuswa kwayo le environment enhle kangaka, kwayo le place, they all want to be here and they want to enjoy how good is Eastern Cape. And today we are born now imozulu clean,
Yes.
the skies are clear, everybody is happy. So is myself as the chairperson of the Eastern Cape.
Mhlekazi wami Manibulele with the opportunity to sneak yona, and at least your exposure to we-events ezilolu hlobo, because it's the first time siyibona thina kwelicala, and it's the first time nathi siyifota siyi-BcmTv. At least siyakwazi ukubonisa something new. Enkosi kakhulu ngexesha lakho.
Thank you, BCM.
If zikhona ezinye izinto mkhuluwa, masithi for instance i-companies or other departments ezinobawela in future, how do they get to participate in events as long hlobo, and especially as alapha Eastern Cape to help the team as Eastern Cape?
Okay, the companies that want to support, because I think as Eastern Cape, this is our strength. When we go to nationals, I forgot to mention that. When we go to nationals, the only strength that we have, or Ulapo Spas of more medals, because this one is basically rural. You need abantwana hard workers, ababaleka pha ematafini. It's about all the companies that can support, because we really need support. If you can look at them, if you go Rustenburg, go Limpopo, bahamba go barefoot, and we struggle even sometimes to have the equipment that is necessary, because the department is not affording money to buy everything for the athletes. But we've got a Facebook page at Eastern Cape Schools Athletics. We've got a website at www.ecathletics.co.za. Siyafumaneka kwezo ndawo zonke, so whoever ofunayo ukuba ngacommunicate nathi, or else can phone me directly as the chairperson or the secretary, because nathi siyarhala uba sisebenzisane to grow le event ye-sports. But ke ngoku sihamba kunye nawe ke ngoku BcmTv. And I'm also happy that I met you. I will never again miss on you.
Team number 2 is Western Cape. They're not here. Team number 1 is Eastern Cape. They took the first position. Team number 1 is Eastern Cape. Single item, girls 14 years. Position 1 is Babalo Doti from Eastern Cape, is the winner to this group. Now position number 2 is Jordan Gabriel from Western Cape. The winning athlete from this group is Risaki James from Gauteng.